Welcome to the Journey 2020. I'm Charles Morris, where we come to you every Monday right here at www.thejourney2020.com. Also on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Periscope. We've been around since 2013. And again, I'm Charles Morris. Welcome to the show. Thank you for joining us. Once in a while, I go into the archives, and this is one of the nights where I'm going into the archives. Back when I worked at Orange TV for a period of 9 years, I had several TV shows. One was called Be Positive, and the other one was a youth summit, which we eventually call It's Your World, What You Got to Say. And over the period of those years, we talked with many kids, we talked with many people, and we highlighted so many things and worked very closely with so many different organizations, from Orange County School Board to the police department, the sheriff department, the Boys and Girls Club. The list is endless of so many people that was on the show over a period of 9 years. This show that is coming up, which is the co-host with my sorority sister, Melissa, who is Zeta. Hey, Melissa, thank you for spending the time with us here on the show. But I think this is one of the most important shows. We did so many shows back in the day, but this is an important show that I felt, and I still talk about it to this day, about our self-value and how we see ourselves. And this show is just trying to plant a seed to help the young people better understand just who they are, and to have self-confidence, and to try to get away from all these things that we're taught in the world about what we're not and what we are based on what we have. And so the show is talking to the kids and understanding their self-worth. And that is so very important, even, of course, to this very day, we have the problems is we try to attach ourselves to these things that has no value, and then we try to bring value to our lives with valueless things. With that being said, please, I would like your comment. You can always hit us up on Twitter. You can leave a comment on Facebook. You can email us as well, and you may have some show ideas. And also remember, the third Monday of every month, we have Kathy Meeks. Kathy Meeks is a sex therapist, a family counselor, and she's going to come on the show. I know last month we were supposed to talk about what is cheating, but we kind of got off on something else. But we're going to bring it back to, and I'm going to have her and ask her to kind of finish that up on what is considered cheating. We know what cheating is, but there are some things in which we sometimes don't realize is cheating, or things that we think is cheating based on our, whatever it is, we may not have the confidence that we should have. And we think things are cheating, but in reality, it's not. So please join us the third Monday of every month right here at www.thejourney2020.com for Kathy Meeks, our sex therapist, who come in. And Kathy's a lot of fun as well. Also, remember to join us on Wednesday night with the one and only, the Coach Carter, the real Coach Carter, the original Coach Carter. But where we have Youth Central Sports, and we do that 11 p.m. at www.youthcentralsports.com. That's youthcentralsports.com, where Vince and I, we talk about mentoring, we talk about sports, we talk about some of everything that pertains to sports and how it affects our lives, and the positive things that can happen when you put your kids in the right organization with the right people that can be great mentors, and how sports can be something extremely positive, or it can be something extremely negative. And that's Youth Central Sports every Wednesday at 11 p.m. at youthcentralsports.com. We also come to you on Twitter, on Facebook, also on Periscope as well. So today's show, again, we're going into the archives of back when I was at Orange TV, and we're talking about our self-values. And my co-host is Melissa, and I think because Melissa got married on me, and I think it's Morrison. I'm not quite sure. I'm gonna have to call her up and let her know that she's on the air with me again. I surprised her a few months ago. So we're going back into the archives of back of when I was on Orange TV talking to the kids about their self-worth. So please give me some feedback. Let me know what you think about what the kids had to say. And sometimes I can hit it on point, then sometimes I become emotional about stuff and not quite knowing how to say it the way that I should without showing my emotions on my sleeve. So sometimes I'm guilty of that. But anyway, it's such a challenge trying to reach them and touch them in a manner in which you don't want to be negative, you want to be positive. But sometimes when you know what you know and you know what it is, and you can't give people your passion. So I'm guilty of that sometimes. So tell me what you think of the show. Tell me what you think of what the kids have to say. We'd love to hear from you, and maybe you have some show ideas. Again, going into the archives here on the Journey 2020, let me know what you think. Oh, by the way, you see the kids dancing right now. Can't really play too much of the music, but we started off the show as you see the kids dancing, and then we went into the show. So this is what's going on, all right? Check it out. Okay. All right. Who was that? Beyonce. And we're going to talk about some music and music videos. And I want to say hello, everyone. How you doing? Yeah. All right. First, I want to ask you your name.
Tank call you.
Amy. Mila Gillens. Nisha Hammond.
Okay, let's give them a round of applause. Thank you very much. Okay, now we can say we can have a seat now. No. Thank you very much. Thank you. And I will say once again, hi, my name is Charles Morris. The show is called It's Your World, What You Got to Say. And for those who watch Orange TV, how many people have seen Orange TV? Yeah, you get to see yourself on Orange TV. The show used to be called Be Positive, but we changed the name about a month or so ago. Today we're here at the conference to talk about music industry, the music, the videos that you watch, and how it impacts you. Can we talk about that? All right. Now, that song was by whom? Destiny's Child? Yeah. And I think I saw Miss Elliott on there somewhere. Is that true? Miss, right? All right. Right. Who said that? Now, question. Does the music industry, the music that you watch as far as the videos, does it play an impact on your lives? Okay, those that think that it plays an impact on your lives, raise your hand. Okay. Those that says no, raise your hands. Okay, we're going to come back to that. What are some of the hottest artists that's out there now? Okay, hold up. Okay, then what are some of the hottest videos out now? Oh, okay, we're going to get back to that too. Now, back when I was your age, really wasn't that long ago, but when we said that if we saw something that we like, we was like, that video was bad or it was nice. So what's the term you use now when you see something that you like? It's tight. It's tight. It's tight. It's tight. It's cool. Cool. It's cool. So cool video is a cool video, music video is. You guys agree? Okay. Come here a little bit. What's one of your favorites?
I don't know right now, but it's a lot of them.
Good answer, a little bit. You working? You working on that crossover? You? Yeah, that's what I thought. All right, we're going to talk about some of the hottest videos that you guys like. But how does it impact you on what you do, the clothes you wear, how you do your nails, how you do your hair, the sneakers you wear, the pumps you wear? Yes, ma'am. Come here.
The only reason that when you watch videos, it's, you know, you don't have to change. It's just the way you want to change. If you want to change, you change. It's not an impact. It's just if you think you want to change, you change. I guess.
Well, what does that mean? So is she saying that if you're watching a music video, does it impact you the fact that you change who you are, trying to be like what you see? Hold on. I'm going to get to you, each and every one of you. Up first.
It's up to you. You make the right choices or you make the wrong choices. You fall down the road, you're going to go down the wrong road and fall in the ditch. If you keep standing up and going down the right path, you're going to make it somewhere, you know.
I think it's kind of like you see something you like and you want to like try and see if it works for you.
She's talking.
And if it doesn't work for you, then you're like don't have to like keep doing it. You can like change. Like you can, I don't know.
No. Hold on. No. What I'm saying is, you say if it doesn't work for you.
Like, I mean, you can see something in these videos you like maybe like a style or something, and you can try it. But if it doesn't work for you, you don't have to like stick with it. I mean, you can like see stuff from these and then like experiment with them and see if they work for you, if you like it. And if you don't, then you don't have to like change it. You can like stop or you know. So.
Okay. Stand up.
I don't think
Name.
Rennie. I don't think that it impacts what you do because art, like what they're in the music videos, is what they're going through. That's their life. So the music videos is what they doing. So it's like art imitates life, not life imitating art.
But wait a minute. I'm going to ask you to repeat that again because I want to make a comment on what you just said. I saw two hands back. No, actually, I saw you first, but you don't want to say anything. Okay.
My name is Steve John. I'm an Orange County public school teacher. Just so you know, I grew up in the rap era, but the rap era that I grew up in was totally different than this one. And because of that, I refused to buy rap. The rap era that I grew up in, rap had a message. I grew up with rap artists like Poor Righteous Teachers, Public Enemy, X-Clan, Tribe Called Quest, and on and on. And the difference is, it was still rap, but there was a huge message in what they were telling my age group. Problem now is rap has gotten so mainstream to where mass media has taken over. Pepsi, Sprite, Coke, everybody's taken over rap. So now all you see is rap this, rap that, and unfortunately, all you see is the videos have changed, the lyrics have changed. And yes, it has a positive. It doesn't. I won't even say a positive impact. It has a negative impact because if you look around high schools nowadays, and I'm a high school teacher, 90% of the guys and girls dress just like the guys and girls in the music videos. Now, the problem and the reason why is because at 16, 17 years old, you don't know who you are. Trust me. Been there, done that. You don't know who you are. And if you don't know who you are, you're going to look for something that you idolize and say, well, yeah, I like that. I want to be like that. That's why half of the guys come to school with do-rags, hats turned to the side, pants pulled down, looking just like 50 Cent, looking just like Ja Rule, looking just like Nelly, because you don't know who you are yet. Now, is that bad? No, that's just part of life. But the thing is, you have to understand, everybody can't be 50 Cent. There's only one 50 Cent. Just like when I grew up, I idolized Public Enemy. But I couldn't be just like Chuck D. But Chuck D had a message for me to be myself, to find out who I am. But the problem with rap now is they're not telling you guys that. All they're saying is, let's party, let's have a good time. And the sad thing is, with this generation, with the rise of HIV and the fact that the music videos are so pornographic, that is a totally opposite message than what you really should be getting. And it's sickening when I have to come to school as a teacher and see how rap is actually destroying the minds of so many of you all, especially when I grew up loving rap music. It's sad. But hopefully you all, by listening to what I'm saying, you will understand that rap is great music. Great music. One of the rap artists that I love today, Outkast. Those brothers are poets. They really are. You should really listen to what they're saying, not what they're doing and the people in the videos. And when you actually listen to what's being said, you will understand a lot more about yourself. Not what they're wearing and the cars they're driving and the swimsuits and the bikinis and the music videos. But anyway, that's a long story.
All right, now he just went through all of my cue cards. Everything that I wanted to cover, he just covered. But we're going to talk about that, and we're going to talk about your comment too, as well.
I oppose what the young lady said before. With art, art does relates life. Like it reflects off. Life does reflect off art in the young mind. Because being a high school student myself, a senior in high school, I see many of my peers. We dress from what we see on the video. Prime example, Air Force Ones. I know I'm wearing a pair, but when those came, when after Nelly, I'll be real. After Nelly made the video in Air Force Ones, how many people went out and bought a pair? That really publicized for Air Force Ones. So it does have an impact. What we watch does impact you one way or the other. How many people, another example, how many people were doing the Chingy dance or whatnot? I don't even know what it's called because I'm not into that. Chingy, correct? Okay. I'm saying how many people were doing that before, really? You would think that person having a seizure or something. But now it's like hot for you to walk down the street and see someone doing like that. Another thing, I sort of oppose what you said. The majority, but not all, because at 17 years old in high school, as a senior, I know my identity. And I won't say all. No, I believe I do. Not all may not know it, but I believe I do, because there are still some that don't listen. Like me, I don't listen to that type of music. But that doesn't mean, I don't know my identity if I did.
Okay. Trust me. Hold on. What he means is that as you get older, you will understand what he's saying. You're kind of taking what he's saying in a different manner, but he doesn't mean exactly how you're hearing it. What he's saying is, as a person who is the ages that you are, you're just finding out, you're going through that stage of saying that I'm almost an adult. And you're still at home taking orders and doing things that your mom and dad are telling you to do. Once you step out of that into the real world, your total mindset and everything else, hopefully, would be different. It's different, and he don't mean it exactly the way that you're hearing it. Okay, you had another comment? Stand up.
I just wanted to say that I think that we do know who we are. We just don't know where we're trying to go. That's the whole.
Okay, that's another way of putting it. But there's different stages of life that you will go through, because when you're in your mid-20s and you look back when you're 16, 15, 17 years old, you go, wow, I can't believe I did this. I can't believe this. Then when you get older, when you're in your 30s, you look back when you're in your 20s, you go, life is a stage, you go through these different stages of life, and that's what life's about. We're going to cover a lot of the things that he talked about, because that's why we're here, and we want your opinion. And like I said, there are no right or wrong answers. We just want to hear what you have to say. Ladies, what do you think of the ladies in the music videos? And what I'm asking by that is that what you see as far as how they dance and how they appear, what they wear. What do you think of the ladies?
Hi, my name is Sandy. I feel like all of the ladies in the videos, they are beautiful and they are talented, and yeah, they can dance and they can dress. But I feel like no one's really looking at that anymore. No one's really looking at who or trying to find out who she is. I feel like the female herself at a certain point is degrading herself because it's only for money. And yes, she walks away with a check, but then again, the whole world knows what you have now. And I feel like it's not worth it. And what should be talked about or what should be shown is not being shown anymore. And all of the girls, I mean, you see the same girls in the same videos. And then it's the same thing. She'll be fully clothed in the beginning or half naked, but by the end of the video, she's naked. So I feel like it's the wrong, she's degrading herself when it comes down to it.
Okay. Any other opinions of ladies? What you think of the ladies in the... Okay. Stand up and tell me your name.
My name's Brandy. I just want to say that, they get out there and they do whatever they have to do to make their money, because some people make their money one way and some people make their money another way. And I can't sit here and say that they influence girls, because I know I'm not the one to be dressing around, walking around like in the video like that. So I know I'm not going to go and mock what they do. So, I mean, I feel like it's their choice to do what they want to do, not saying that I agree with what they're doing. But if that's what they have to do, if their career is in hip-hop dancing and, they want to dance in a video for some money, then, hey, you do what you do.
So are you saying that there's actually, I won't even get into that. I won't get into at what price are you willing to pay to do what you do for some money. So we won't even talk about that. Yes, ma'am.
There's really not a price that I'd rather pay, because I've been wearing short skirts and shorts or whatever before Beyonce and whoever wear their little short skirts. So it's not really them influencing us to wear that stuff, because I've been doing it. And I know I know better than not to get on my knees or get on the ground, open up my legs in front of a camera or whatever. So.
But the question is, do you think there are a lot of people out there that are influenced?
No. I think people do it because they want to. It's not them. They just can't tell you to go put on a short skirt and dance in front of, no.
Well,
Name?
Sierra. Well, I think people are influenced because, like, T.I., when they listen to him say he keep a 9 under his seat and all that, they think they can go to the club and do that too. So, but some things they might not be influenced, but most of the time they are.
Okay. Ladies and gents, we have with us right now Melissa Williams. Give her a round of applause. Do you know any of them?
Yeah, just one or two.
One or two. Melissa is from the Urban League, and she's going to help us out. Okay. Now, guys, what do you think of the ladies in the music videos? Woo! Woo! Yeah, thanks.
All right. For me, speaking for all the guys, I know they like it. Actually, they love it. I do. I think it's a beautiful thing. I don't think there's nothing wrong with it.
Probably not. He said it's a beautiful thing. Okay.
I say, you know what I'm saying, for them how they dress, it's not appropriate, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, if they gotta do that there to get their money and support them to live, you know what I'm saying, any kind of way to make them help them live, they'll do it that way. They'll have to. But,
Okay. He said he's not supporting it, but he won't turn the channel. But it's all good.
I have a question for the fellas only. Raise your hand if that's the type of woman that you would like to see on TV. The women in the videos. Just raise your hand. You don't have to say nothing. Just raise your hand. Okay. That's a little bit fewer than I thought. Okay. Now raise your hand if that's the type of woman you would like to date.
Well,
what's
watch
the
your
difference?
language
What's
now.
the difference?
Yeah.
Wait. What's the difference?
I feel there ain't no difference, If she do what she do, as long as she handling the job things,
As long as she's gainfully employed.
Yeah, as long as she, being faithful to me. She do what she do, as long as she being faithful.
That's interesting. That's good. Anybody else different opinion? Any other opinions different?
Okay. Let me ask the question. Did I ask the question of the ladies what you think of the guys? Okay. What you think of the guys in the videos? Hold on. One at a time. Raise your hands. What you think of the guys?
It doesn't do anything for me at all to see you, I don't know, with a gun, with tattoos, your pants falling. It doesn't do anything for me at all because push come to shove, that's not what's going to support me. It doesn't show me who you really are because I really don't care for it. So.
Okay. Anybody else can tell us what you think of the guys? They look. I heard they look good. Okay. Now going back to what he said earlier and what you said earlier. Now we're going to talk about how that influenced you. You said don't da 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 da, but like he said, he saw a video and then all of a sudden the sneakers became popular. Is that true? Okay. Hold on. I've been in television for a very long time, okay? And I understand the concept of advertising, and I know that people that marketing for your dollars, I understand what they're trying to do. Example, when I was a kid, the sneakers to buy was Converse, okay? All right? Okay, that's right. We walked around with some Chuck Taylors, all right? But somebody in Nike and Reebok said, you know what we're going to do? We're going to go and get a famous athlete and target these kids and say, you know what, Mike? If we give you $1,800 billion and say that you wear these sneakers, I want you to go out there and tell them that it's the shoes. And Mike go, and he came on saying, it's not the shoes, folks. But in your mind, if I go get these sneakers,
I could be like Mike.
I can be like Mike. I can be like Allen Iverson. I can be all these other athletes that you guys say that you want to be or say that you are. That was a great idea because you have made Nike and Reebok billions of dollars because they understood what they needed to do to get inside your head. And that's what advertisers do. They have spent millions of dollars on understanding how you think. They go on our, and I won't say yours, our emotions. That's what they do. That's why they're in business, to say, I need to sell you something. How can I do that? How can I say, I want you to buy my product? Michael Jordan. Great idea. Now, the question is, you go out and buy these, what's the price of some sneakers now? Because, listen, I'll be honest, and y'all going to think I'm weird. Hold on. I'm going to tell you something, and this is the absolute truth. I do not pay over $30 for a pair of sneakers. And about 5 years ago, it was $25. But that's just my own personal preference. I don't pay over $30 for a pair of sneakers. But how much are the price of sneakers now? Huh? Who in here, and I'm not picking on you, and you should be proud of yourself, who has spent over $100 for a pair of sneakers?
Who has?
Okay. All right. See, so Nike and Reebok has been very successful. Okay, very successful in saying, you know what? In order for me, and actually the sneakers now are very good, especially if you're being a runner. You're playing whatever sport, you know, because your feet need to be comfortable. But they have put in your mind, and I'm not knocking them, but I'm just saying that you need to understand that if it costs them maybe $5 to make them, and they charge you $125 for you to buy them, they have convinced you that these $5 sneakers that they cost to make, you spend $125. Boy, that's some profit on them, ain't it? So they're doing a really good job on you. Yes, no? No, okay. But that goes back to what you see in the music videos. The hair. Yes? No? We don't get styles? I mean, the hairstyles don't come from the music videos? Huh?
Now quit weaving.
Huh? Yes, no? The nails?
Quick
Nails?
weave came from the video.
Nails? Hold on. Ho. Nails? Nails? No. Your blouses or your dresses or your skirts or the pants or.
Between Britney Spears and Cisco Song, I've seen so many pairs of underwear on young people. And before Britney started wearing her low hipsters, and before Cisco came out with this song, it was not okay and it was not cool for you to show your underwear in public. Was it for a female? It wasn't. And no, it wasn't. It wasn't cool. It was not cool. It was nasty. Now it still is nasty. It's quite unsanitary. But now it's quite acceptable. It's quite acceptable. Raise your hand if you've seen somebody's underwear at school. Okay.
So hold on. Is that a cool? No, but is that a cool thing? No. I mean, is it fashionable?
Not yours. Not yours.
Well, then but see, this is the question that I want to ask. And Melissa, you deal with a lot of young folks over there at the Urban League. Are you being pimped? Are they pimping you? I'm asking you. Can you admit to being pimped? Yes or no? And I'm not saying they are, but I'm asking you. The definition. Give us a definition of being pimped.
Oh my goodness.
You know.
A definition of being pimped.
The definition is
being used.
Being used in the sense that I pay $5 for a pair of sneakers, and I come back and say, you know what? I sell this to you for $125. You gonna buy it? You go, yeah, okay. Saying no. Actually, this is the definition of what I mean. This here. If Nike says to you that in order for you to feel good about yourself, in order for you to say I am somebody, not just Nike, advertising period, I got to wear designer clothes. Okay, I got to have a designer shirt, designer pants, sneakers. In order for me to step out the door, okay, example, you have the exact same shirt, 2 shirts. One costs $20, the other one costs $60. The exact same shirt. But one has a designer name on it, one don't have a name on it at all, but it's the same shirt. Which one would you buy? Oh. Okay, hold on.
Here's the question. Even if you wouldn't spend the money on it, would you buy a knockoff? Raise your hand if you bought a knockoff. You know, it's not Tommy Hilfiger, it's like Bobby Hilfiger. Or,
No.
You got a Louis Vuitton purse.
No. Hold on. No. It's the same shirt made from the same manufacturer. It's the same shirt, but one does not have the designer name on it, and the other one, okay, which one would buy the designer shirt? And don't be afraid to raise your hand.
Tell the truth.
Okay, tell the truth. Okay, now, which one would not buy the designer shirt? Okay, hold on. You got one that costs $20. You got one that costs $55. But you're missing the point. That's not the point. The point is $20, $55. Same shirt. The only difference is it has Tommy Hilfiger right here. That's the only difference in the shirt. So, how many people would buy the Tommy Hilfiger? Okay. Stand up. Your name?
Rebecca.
Okay. Tell me why. And there's nothing wrong with buying that one. Okay. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with it, because if you can afford it, yeah. Tell me why you would buy that one.
Because it has the name.
Okay. Who else?
I think a better quality.
It's the exact same shirt. No, it's the exact same shirt. There's no difference in the shirt. There's no difference. It's from the same manufacturer. The only difference is they sold a Tommy Hilfiger right here. It's the exact same shirt. I'm sorry.
I'll buy the one that say Tommy because it got Tommy ring cross, and I just want to fit in with others.
Boy, you got some serious issues. Okay. No, there's no third option. No, not yet.
Well, I would buy Tommy Hilfiger because if that's what your mom, if that's what you grew up around, buying stuff like that, buying name brand stuff, why wouldn't you buy it? If your mom say, yeah, instead of getting that, get that. Some of us students, our parents are like, I'm not going to dress my kids any kind of way. So you're going to have to wear a Tommy Hilfiger or a Nietzsche or other stuff like that. If that's what your mama wants you to buy, that's what you buy. But me personally, I don't have that problem because I don't shop like that. I go to Ross and Marshall to get my clothes. My shirts never be $20.
Okay.
I think because it's just Rodrigo. I would buy it because it's the style and you want to, look good and stuff.
Just because you want to look good and it's the style. Okay.
Well, my personal opinion is. Well, my opinion is this. It's like this. To me, I got one question for the people that say that they do not buy knockoffs. Where do you guys buy your church shoes at? Payless, right? In between Ross, Payless, and all them other type of shoes. Nah, you can go to Payless and buy a knockoff and say it's real. Like, for instance, if you buy them K-Swiss, it got cross country on top, but you are covered with your clothes, whatever, and you come rocking it like it's a brand new shoes, but why is like it's such a matter to the type of clothes you wear? Just because a superstar or the media said, oh, that's the new latest style, or you got to go out there and buy it. You don't got to. It's your choice. So if I want to buy me a knockoff, I'm going to go buy it and rock it. I'm make it look good. I'm sorry, but you ain't got to tell me I got to go buy Echoes and rock it every. Nah, that ain't me. I'm trying to save money. I'm a black man.
All right. Let me say this.
Hold up. I want to talk.
There's a lot. There's a lot of ignorance in this room, and it doesn't mean you're stupid. It means you just don't know or don't understand. What you need to understand is there's only about 3, maybe 4 companies that make jeans. Hilfiger, Lugs, Echo, they don't make jeans. So when you're buying a pair of Lugs jeans, actually I think you're buying, don't quote me, you might be buying Levi's, okay? There's a lot of ignorance in this room. You need to understand when you buying Lugs and Fubu, and I like Lugs and Fubu, you're buying another company's pants that Lugs and Fubu pays to make for them, and then they jack the price up and you buy it. There's a lot of ignorance in this room. You guys paid $100, $200 for a pair of sneakers. Those sneakers, like he said, only cost $5, maybe $10 to make. There's a lot of ignorance in this room. If that's what you want to buy, fine, but you at least need to understand what you're getting. And to answer his question, that's something that's called have and have-nots. Have-nots will always spend their last dime to prove to the haves that they have money, that they have things. What you need to understand, clothes don't make the man, okay? If you're a man, it doesn't make a difference what you're wearing. As long as you're presentable, people will notice you when you step in the room, not by what you're wearing, but by your aura, your demeanor itself. And when you come out of that ignorance, trust me, the clothes you thought you had to have, you will no longer have to have them because you understand that you don't need them because you're buying Lee's and Levi and Wrangler anyway. You're getting ripped off. But that's due to ignorance. So you guys need to really understand what you're buying, what you're getting, and what you're spending your money on.
Now he
Charles, I agree with that, and I say that that's not just young people. That's adults too.
Right. That's
because who makes the Lexus?
Yep.
Toyota makes Lexus. It's just a really
Who makes the Acura?
Toyota.
Honda. Who makes the Infinity? Nissan. Exactly. All right. Now he covered. See, he always goes through my notes. He goes through my notes. I think he was there with me last night when I wrote them. But what he's saying and what I wanted to cover is this here. When I was talking about your value, okay, because see, she said something that was very important. And that is when you step out your door and when you're around your friends and family or people and you think that you have to have the bling bling, you think that you have to have the name brand. And first of all, I want to say this. You deserve the very best money could buy. That's the very first thing. If you got the money, if you want, you should buy what you want to buy. But the problem is that once all of that is taken away, who are you and how do you feel about yourself? Because if you need that in a sense to say that I am somebody when you walk out the door versus not having it and walking out saying I am somebody, you need to look within yourself because those clothes are not going to make you. Okay? You know, you're putting up a screen. Perfect example. We can get into this because this is a whole nother level, but it's like this. For the ladies, got some wisdom over there. Let's see that she hid from me because I got her once before. She didn't want me to get her again. But this is an example, and I bet you that these two ladies on the wall can testify to this, right? You in the club, ladies. You in the club. Brother come up to you, looking good. He's smelling good. He got on some real expensive shoes. He got on a nice suit. Got on a ring. Hand you a business card. Take you outside. He got a BMW, a Mercedes, a Lexus, and all of that, right? Okay. And I'm very sure one of these ladies is probably going like, "You live with your mama?" Okay. But he may not even, say, "I live with my mama." But he like 4 months behind on his BMW. Okay. I mean, he's like blank, everything, but he looking good. But at the same time, it could be one of these brothers out here. I mean, you go get you an NBA player. I don't want to pick on Kobe. Okay, we won't talk about Kobe. But here's a guy. Let's just say you're dating a guy who has $1 million, and it works the same way with women too. Because you can go date somebody who's rich. Okay, but what's the value system? They're going to treat you like you want to be treated. Are they going to be there when you need them? I was telling somebody earlier, and what I mean by that is, I got money, okay, but I come to you, but I'm not coming to you for real, because everything is not. I'm not being truthful. I'm trying to play the role. I'm trying to be the one that has on all the name brand, trying to play the role. But deep down inside, I'm crooked as heck. What you rather have? You rather have the brother that's out there who have all the name brand on, come out looking good in public, or you want somebody that's going to treat you well, that's going to be honest and treat you like a person? What you want? Exactly. Looks can be deceiving. So what I'm saying is not that you shouldn't buy what you want to buy, but it's a point in which you have to look at yourself and say, who am I without that? Because you can lose it immediately. Today you can you can have everything. Tomorrow it can be gone. Are you going to look in the mirror and say, now I am nothing? Because society, you have to understand something. What we teach you, jacked up. Because society tells you that if you don't have a certain amount of money in your bank account, you're nothing. And that's a bunch of bull. And you have to be above that because you have to see what life is truly about. It's not the car you drive. It's not the house you live in. Okay? It's not the sneakers you wear. It's not the Tommy Hilfiger. That's not what life's about. You have your goals. But if you need all of that to say, when I'm around my friends, now I am somebody, because what you're doing is that I need your approval. So when I go look in the mirror, I can feel good about myself. I can't look in the mirror without your approval. To just go, you know what? I'm all right. Because I got to have all these things over here. And just by human nature, when you want this, you're going to want something else. You're going to want this, you're going to want something else. You got $1 billion, you're going to want 2. And if you're able to get it, you're blessed. But don't separate it from the fact of what life's about. Yes, ma'am.
Charles, I have one big question. You guys remember middle school? Did anybody raise your hand if you did not go to a middle school dance or you did not go out during middle school? Okay, you guys won't be able to talk. But if you went to if you went to a dance in middle school, you remember there were some people there that could dance. There were some people there that they were working on it, but they weren't quite there. And then there were some people there, I'm going to get you, that were really cool. And the people that were cool looked like they could dance even if they couldn't, right? But stand up. Let me ask you this question. What makes you cool?
Being myself.
So it's not the clothing you wear?
No.
It's not an amount of money in your pocket?
Nope.
What is it?
See, you know what I'm saying? Life, people look at life. Just because you got clothes, you jazz and you looking good. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no fashion show. You can't take this when you die. You can't take it with you when you die. It's going to do looking good when you casket.
Take a U-Haul?
This, and another thing, you know what I'm talking about? And the way you dress, you know what I'm saying? It don't mean nothing. As long as you know you somebody. Don't listen with, look how he dressing. Look how he dressing. I don't want to be by him. You know what I'm saying? That probably be the one you need to be by. Because the one like me, you know what I'm saying? I might be dangerous and want to get in your mind, be like, hey, look, let's do this here. You know what I'm talking about? But that other dude, he gonna, hey, come on, let's go do this here. Let's go do the right thing. You know what I'm talking about? But the way you dress, you know what I'm saying, it don't mean nothing. As long as you know yourself and you know who you're around, your environment. You don't have to be in the environment. You keep yourself up out the environment. That's how most people go to jail and get hurt and dangerous. A lot of black and white people dying, you know what I'm saying? It don't need to be like that. Like, see these shirts we got on? They gave us these shirts for us to do something with ourselves. Make a change. They see where we're going, where we headed. You can do something with it. Don't just get these shirts and throw it in the garbage when you get home. Cherish it. Put it off in the closet like you do these clothes you buy. You know what I'm talking about? Put it off on the hanger. Put it in the closet. That's all I got to say.
No. I'll give you a perfect example. Of what he was talking about. How many of you know who MC Hammer is? Okay. Now, when Hammer was in his prime, when Hammer was in his prime, they knocked Hammer, right? You know why? Because they said Hammer rap was bubblegum. Because you know why? He wasn't talking about all that stuff that you hear. You know, the hard rapper was saying, Hammer rapping ain't real. His lyrics ain't, he ain't. But I was totally confused. Here's a brother who was getting paid, okay? Here's a brother who was asked to perform at the White House. Here's a brother that was invited to London, and you saw him everywhere on all the shows, but his rap was bubblegum. I'm totally confused. I don't know if you know what they meant by that, because he wasn't doing the hardcore rap. He wasn't talking about killing nobody. He wasn't talking about beating down the cops and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. He had hit after hit after hit. But the money was still green. But he was doing his thing. But he was still being slammed because it wasn't hardcore rap. And Hammer used to put out some jams. I don't care what nobody say. You know, yeah. Can't touch this. So, you going to dance? You going to dance for me? No. Now, the value system. We talked about it earlier. Now, do you see what we understand? Do you understand what we're talking about when we're talking about how it influences you? Do you agree? The music that you listen to, the movies that you watch. I'm here to tell you, nothing you see on TV is real. Nothing. And sometimes you have to question the news. All it is a concept. The only reason that it's there, whether you're watching a movie, whether you're watching something on television, the Cosby Show, okay? The only reason it's there is because Bill Cosby's still getting paid. The network's getting paid. The TV station that you watch, they're getting paid. It's only there to make money. That's it. It's entertaining to you, but its purpose
its concept, the reason why they do it, the reason why you see it, the only reason it's there, because it's making somebody some money. And we'll watch it, and we be like, we all into it, and that's our everyday lives. I never been, and I don't bear soap operas, boy, but you women be like, did you hear what happened to Erica? You know, I can't wait until tomorrow. And
That way with the reality show.
right, and oh yeah, and then the funny thing is, and not that I'm gonna praise OJ, because I don't, but the funny thing about the OJ thing was there was a girl in my office that said, I'd be so glad when our OJ thing is over with. I want to get back to my soap operas. I was like, you got the best soap opera on in the world every day. That was nothing but a soap opera, and it was real. But she wanted to get back to the other soap operas where somebody's sitting down with a pencil. Well, what we gonna make Erica do tomorrow? You know, and that's how we are, because we're caught up into that advertisement. We're caught up into that world of fantasy, and they're good at what they do. That's why you spend your money, because they get inside your head and they deal with our emotions. What's something you want to say?
How many of you in here watch TV? How many hours a day do you watch TV? Some of you shouldn't have time. Most of you shouldn't have time. How many hours a day? Just call it out. Oh my gosh. Who has 4 hours? Who has 12? About an hour? 2 hours? Okay. Answer me this. What's your favorite show?
Hold up. Raise your hand. Hold on.
What's your favorite show?
Stand up.
Like 106 in Park.
106 in Park. What's your favorite show?
I don't know, Michelle. I don't got one.
You don't have one? What's your favorite show?
One Tree Hill.
One Tree Hill? What's your favorite show?
Stand up. What's your favorite show?
All of us? What's your favorite show? Okay, why do you like that show? All the shows that you watch. Why do you like it? You stand for the sun. Stand for the sun. But you watch it because it's entertaining. It's funny to you. You enjoy it. That's its purpose. Its purpose was never for you to emulate it. Its purpose was never for you to be like it. Its purpose was never for you to dress like it. It was all for entertainment. That's what it was started for. I heard somebody say that 106 in Park was their favorite show. That show is made for entertainment, for you to watch some videos and maybe dance a little bit, for you to enjoy the music. It was never made for you to be sweating the outfits of the people that were on it. It was never made for you to really try to make music just like them. Because a lot of musicians, a lot of hip-hop artists now have this whole copycat theme. I'm not trying to knock Puffy, but he's not my favorite person. Come up with something original. Come up with something original. Not an original remix. That's not what I'm talking about. Come up with something totally original. I like the statement that you made earlier when you were saying that art reflects life. That was what it was intended to do. Art was always intended to reflect what happens in real life. It was never intended to be flip-flopped, but actually in this culture it is. In this culture it is. We have a lot of young people that do exactly what's on a music video. People disagree? Any disagreements? I want to hear some opposition. Disagree. Opposition. You disagree? Go ahead. Stand up. Nobody can hear you.
I just disagree because everything that's in the music videos is not music videos technically, but that's what they're going through. That's how they made their music. Basically might be something that happened in their life. So that's art imitating their life. Now somebody else might take the art and try to make it happen in their life, but it originally came from someone else's life because that's where they got the idea from.
I disagree with that only because I know that most of the cars that are in those videos are rented. Most of the jewelry that's in those videos is borrowed. Most of the money that's in those videos isn't even theirs, not yet. Not yet. Especially the newer artists. When who does Kay Wang? What's her name? Yeah, when she came out with her video, she ain't had the money yet. Exactly what I'm saying. We try to put on this whole facade that there is money, that there is wealth, when it's not always so.
What they're dealing with is your dream. They're appealing to your emotions. Not just you, all of us. Okay? And they understand where you are at this point in time in your life. That's why most of the rap artists appeal to teenagers, because they know that where you are in your life. And you're trying, just like he was saying earlier about where you are in your life. And that's what they're doing. They're targeting you because they know where you are. They know what buttons to push. Because right now in your life, you're going to rebel against me, your teacher, your mother, your father. You're at that age where you're trying to find yourself, trying to step out of that circle that you've been in. So they know what they're doing, and they're good at it. That's why Nike and Reebok and all the other companies are very successful, extremely successful. We have a hand right here. And you have to understand that.
Okay. What he said earlier about, I agree with him to the extent about we as a people, we haven't found ourselves yet. And then she said earlier that she wears the latest clothes because she wants to fit in. That's what's out there, so she wears it. To a degree, that's kind of sad, because if you think about it, we shouldn't try to dress. You know, you need to find yourself. Never mind.
Oh my goodness.
Instead of imitating someone else, trying to be like someone else, find yourself and find out who you really are, and you know what I'm saying, bring that out to the public. You know what I'm saying? Try to get people to imitate you instead of imitating.
Set the pace, set the trend. Set the trend.
Just to set the pace or whatever. When you was asking him earlier what makes him cool or whatever, I mean, it's not the clothes that make you cool, because you're going to wear what you want to wear in the end. It's not whatever shoes you buy. It's your attitude in general. People will cling to you because of what how you act towards them. If you somebody who positive and you somebody just real cool to hang out with, somebody going to think you cool anyway. Somebody going to want to hang out with you anyway. But if you're real nasty to people off top, ain't nobody going to want to mess with you. So it's not whatever you wear, because you can wear whatever you wear in the end. It's going to be your decision in the first place. It's about your attitude.
Okay, Melissa, because we're running behind, we got to go ahead and close it out. But in conjunction with everything that we talked about, we like to conclude with say that you need to understand your value system. Your values shouldn't come from Master P. Well, actually, no, I should knock him, okay? But I'm saying it shouldn't come from the music videos. Understand what the message is and what they're trying to do to your minds. And you need to understand that it starts with the family, and that your value system has to do with you, your heart, and your soul. And that's where you need to understand it's not about your shoes. It's not about how much your earrings cost. But at the same time, I'll say you deserve the very best in which life has to offer. Just understand the importance in all of that. Okay?
Charles, I'm going to say this. Young people, money, it comes and goes. Styles, they come and go. But who you are, that should remain consistent.
Right.
Your morals, your values, they should remain consistent. They shouldn't come and go with the wind. They shouldn't come and go with Beyonce. Beyonce, whatever bounces up will surely come down.
Yeah.
And when it's sagging, it won't be that cool.
That's
and she
right.
can get something and pin it up, but it still won't be that cool.
Okay.
Your values should be consistent. Your values should remain the same. Who you are should remain the same, regardless of whether you have the money to buy good clothes or whether you don't.
Okay.
You should always have your own values.
All right. I need some dancers up here. No? Yes? Maybe? No? Huh? Come on. No? All right. Well, give yourself a round of applause. Come on. Give yourself a round of applause.
All right. So what did you think of the show? What did you think of the hair? It's like you really can't talk about the show and not talk about the hair, right? Right? As a matter of fact, as soon as this is over, I'm going to go make my appointment I'll make my appointment. I don't want to be late for my appointment, to get my hair done. So, with that being said, that's going back into the archives. Back when I was at Orange TV, the show was called It's Your World, What You Got to Say. Originally, it was called Be Positive. Both shows were called Be Positive, but eventually we named the summit It's Your World, What You Got to Say. We did that show for almost 10 years, and we covered some of any and everything. At many of the Boys and Girls Club, we visited many middle schools. We went to many of the high schools. We went to a lot of the community centers, the city, the county. We was somewhere everywhere with kids and panelists and people and sheriff department, the police department, the Orange County School Board, you name it. If you was in Orlando having anything to do with kids, you was on this show. So it was for a while, and then new management came in, and it was a totally different type of spirit, and this spirit didn't think that it had value. The spirit didn't value what we were doing. So with that being said, that's a whole nother show. But and the thing is, not to get into it, but the management before the other manager came in, really understood what it was about, and was very supportive on so many angles, and really cared about the community and really cared about the kids, and it made a big difference, and that's so very important. So with that being said, I don't want to get into that, but it's kind of heartbreaking when you run into that kind of spirit. But with that being said, again, what you think of the hair? I thought that show was very important, because when you're trying to deal with our culture and our society now, especially nowadays because of all the reality shows and people not really understanding their self-worth, and their self-worth goes to something else or somebody else. It doesn't start inward, it starts outward. And so we have a major problem in our culture and our society, because our self-worth is based on somebody else's name. And that being said, I've said on this show many times, and it's the absolute truth, when I was in college was when all the name brand jeans was coming out. And to this day, I still don't understand that concept of somebody else's name making you somebody. I just don't get that at all. And so my sister at the time was a seamstress, and when I had my jeans, I used to take the names off and put my name on my jeans. And so all of my jeans either had my name on the back pocket or on the lower part of my legs of the jeans had my name, because I just didn't understand that. But anyway, we come your way every Monday. That's the Journey 2020 at www.thejourney2020.com. You may have some show ideas, and I would love to hear what you have to say about what the kids have to say based on what we just talked about. Would love to hear some comments from you. Also, would like to have you on the show if you have any ideas. Please join us here at the Journey 2020. And remember, the third Monday of every month, Kathy Meeks is here. Is written, and so she's our sex therapist of Robinson and Associates, and she comes to us as a blessing. She tried to help us get past a lot of the stigma, a lot of things in which we struggle with, which we shouldn't, especially when we should feel comfortable with ourselves, and so on and so forth. And there's a lot of things that we hide, a lot of things that we're uncomfortable with that pertains to just regular stuff. So that's why she said that she wanted to do the show to kind of help us mature and grow and get past some things that we don't like to talk about, things that are in the closet. So, but I'll let her explain all of that to you. It's the third Monday of every month right here on the Journey 2020. Also, remember the every Wednesday, Vince Carter and myself comes to you at 11 p.m. for Youth Central Sports, where we talk about sports, but more so about what sports is to us as a whole. how it can be used in a positive way or a negative way, especially when it comes to parenting and mentoring. We do talk about the pros, college, high school, so on and so forth. But what is the impact and what it really means to us and our culture and our society, and how we ourselves define ourselves when it comes to a child's game, and where we put that, and the good and the bad. So that's what Youth Central Sports is about. So you can join us right here at youthcentralsports.com every Wednesday at 11 p.m. So, sometimes I get them mixed up because I'm, between the Journey 2020 and Youth Central Sports, and I'm talking and sometimes. But anyway, every Wednesday at 11 p.m., youthcentralsports.com is where you can join us, and would love to get some feedback from you as well. Again, what you think of the hair? What you think of the show? Would love to get some feedback from you. We come to you on Twitter, Periscope, YouTube, Facebook, and thejourney2020.com. And thank you for joining us. And you have yourself a blessed week. And please give us some feedback. We'd love to hear from you. Make sure you like us on Facebook and subscribe to us on YouTube. God bless you, and enjoy the rest of your week. I'm Charles Morris. Love the hair. I got to go make my hair appointment. Journey 2020.